guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm doing a book review on Alex Rider Skeleton Key. So let's begin with this video. It has been a long time since I've done the last Alex Rider book review on the channel. I mean, the last one, of course, was like around, I don't know actually, 7-8 months ago at this point. I'll just pop it on the screen so you can see. But yeah, I really have completely basically forgotten about the Alex Rider books. Well, I've actually been reading them, but I've just meant to, I've been meaning to make videos on them, but I've just completely forgotten to make them in general. So this one, 6 months later on, it's September now. In fact, going into October, this will be, of course, my next book review after like a long period of time. So apologies for that. I did mean to get this one out before summer, but it's now autumn. So yeah, but I guess I'll stop rambling on and start into this book review because yeah, it's been a good while since I read this one actually. I'm on book 8 now, Crocodile Tears, and this is the 3rd book. That is some books now. This is like 5 books later, so I'm gonna probably have to read some stuff off Google because I won't remember everything off this book by heart. But for the stuff I do remember, I'll talk about that. So yeah, let's just get into it. So yeah, 3rd book in the franchise, of course, and it just kind of continues right after where Point Blank left off, and it is revealed that the real Alex Rider survived the explosion in the end of the book from the 2nd book, of course, with his clone, and after that, not straightforward, but not long after that, basically, he's sent to Wimbledon by John Crawley, the MI6 Chief of Staff, to Wimbledon, where he goes undercover as a ball boy to investigate a break-in. And he soon finds himself back in trouble again, because trouble never seems to basically leave Alex Rider alone, and he is targeted by this Chinese triad gang, the Big Circle. So, yeah, basically, he fights them, he wins, and after that, more stuff follows, more dangerous stuff, because like little things lead to bigger things. That's just what always happens in the Alex Rider books. And yeah, MI6 basically sent him to the States and work with the CIA, and he is partnered with 2 CIA agents, Tom Turner and Belinda Choi, who are actually kind of reluctant to work with him. They don't really like working with him because he's a teenager, he's a kid. So anyway, eventually they agree, and then they're sent to Skeleton Key, which is like island off the coast of Cuba, which is of course fictional. It's not a real island, but yeah, that's where the main villain of this story, the Russian general Alexei Sarov, is basically residing, hiding, and they're sent there to investigate him because he's being very suspicious, and he is known to be kind of ruthless and powerful, I guess. So yeah, off topic, but Sarov is honestly one of the best Alex Rider villains out there. He is just a genuine, pure evil, cold-blooded villain that will stop at nothing to get what he wants. Honestly, he is really evil. I'll get to him in a second, but I'll talk about some more in detail later. But for the rest of the plot, basically, yeah, they stop in Miami. Turner and Troy continue being unhappy about bringing Alex, and kind of try and keep away as much information that they know about Sarov and stuff from him as possible. And eventually, they go to Skeleton Key. And yeah, oh yeah, of course, every book he's basically given gadgets by Smithers, of course, the Alex Rider version of Q from James Bond. So yeah, he equips him with stuff. I think the only gadget I remember from this book now is the Game Boy. I'm pretty sure Smithers gave him, which can do something. I forgot now what they do, but or what it does. So can't really tell you that. Sorry, but yeah, it did something. I'm pretty sure. And the main reason that they're going to Skeleton Key is to search for a nuclear bomb which Sheriff or Sarov might have. And their plan is to basically infiltrate the residence of Sarov, the Casa de Oro, by scuba diving into a cave underneath that features a ladder formerly used by smugglers that leads to the above the grounds. So they go, or Alex goes with them in the boat and basically stays in the boat until Turner and Troy go find the cave. But after after not returning for a while, Alex goes in himself and encounters the Great White Shark, which is basically, I'm guessing, what this cover is on the book, because that seems to be the picture of, on most of the books, or most of the editions of these books, or this book, sorry, depicts a Great White Shark, or Alex. So yeah, this must be that scene, and then eventually Alex discovers a hidden mechanical spear which comes out like a trap that killed Turner and Troy. So it's revealed that they are killed and dead. And yeah, he basically comes back and is captured by Conrad. Conrad is a pretty memorable character from this book because of his face, because he's got like a deformed face, and it's like remembered described being very ugly, I'm pretty sure, in this book. So of course he is Sarah's right hand man, and he is drugged by he drugs Alex and he's taken to Sarov. And yeah, basically Sarov chats with Alex and kind of, I guess, discusses his plans, and kind of plans to adopt Alex as well. He wants to make Alex a son, because he had a son before, called Vladimir, obviously the same name as the current Russian president, Vladimir Putin, off topic, but I know, just wanted to say that. And he died in Afghanistan, so basically he has plans to adopt Alex. This man is crazy as hell. He wants to adopt Alex and, destroy or, like, kill hundreds of people, hundreds of Russians, and, like, take revenge on the Russian president. So this guy is crazy as hell. But yeah, he basically hides Alex or he plans to hide Alex in a slave house when the Russian president arrives. But that doesn't go to plan, of course, because Alex escapes. Alex does attempt to escape, actually, sorry, my bad, but is caught again by Sarov, and he is tortured by Sarov. And he drugs Sarov drugs the president, or the Russian president, and then he basically reveals the entire plan to Alex of what he plans to do. So he'll basically detonate a big massive nuclear bomb in the submarine or shipyard to make it look like the submarine exploded itself. And he wants to make Russia seem like the one that did it, and he wants to basically turn Russia back to communism like the Soviet Union, because obviously right now it's Russia. They stop at Edinburgh in Scotland, which is where I live, not Edinburgh but in Scotland. So that's a cool thing. And yeah, he basically escapes for like 5 minutes, I guess, but is stopped by a security guard and later is recaptured, and yeah, the guard's killed, and they eventually land in Russia, and basically this is where the plan begins. And this is where Alex has the big final battle. And yeah, the Russian Army Navy arrives, and then a big gunfire fight thing arrives, or ensues, sorry. And yeah, sorry if you feel like I'm just talking like a robot, it's because I'm literally reading off this or off Wikipedia. I did forget basically, more or less, honestly, most of the story, so that's why I'm reading off Wikipedia. I'm literally looking at my phone right now. Anyway, yeah, so basically the Russian army are fighting against Sarov's men, and Alex fights Count Conrad, and I always mentioned earlier on that there's a bit, like, there's numerous pieces of metal inside his body holding his face together. He's caught by a crane's electromagnet, which basically pulls him up with extreme force, and it cracks the neck, killing him. And then he kind of saves the day again, as always in the Alex Rider books. He removes the detonation card and kind of basically stops Sarov. He can't really detonate the bomb anymore, Sarov. So Sarov has his final confrontation with Alex and holds him at gunpoint. But he tells Alex to put it back into the bomb. But Alex throws that card into the ocean and rejects becoming Sarov's son. Obviously, Sarov still wants him to become a son. And yeah, Sarov literally has enough. He doesn't want to live anymore, and avoids, trying to avoid being put in trial and put in jail. So Sarov basically commits suicide in front of Alex. And that is pretty much the end of the book. And then, of course, later Alex returns to London and meets Sabina, of course, the new character introduced in this book, which will become a major supporting character later on in the series. She returns in a few other books, and she basically invites Alex to France with her and her family for some weeks. So that's really where the book ends off of. So yeah, I'm sorry if I sound like a robot there reading the entire plot of Wikipedia, because as I said, I forgot the plot of the book because it's been like a few months now. So yeah, but now that I remember a bunch of stuff from the book, I do really enjoy this book. Actually, it's a good book. It's better than, honestly, Point Blank. It's a great book, very solid one. It has one of the best villains in the franchise with General Sarov, and his very very memorable as well, right hand man Conrad, who you remember for even a few books later on. You're like, oh, it's that guy from the third book. Not saying that he comes back in the books later on, of course, but you will just remember him, because I just remember him every now and then when I think of Alex Rider villains. He's just one of the ones up there that you always remember. But yeah, the story was great, honestly. A lot of returning characters, a bunch of new characters introduced. This is a very good book. Like for characters like Sabina, yeah. Oh, I can't speak. Speaking too fast. Sabina Pleasure, of course. Alex's love interest and girlfriend, basically throughout the entire series, being introduced in this book. It's quite an important book as well for introducing her, and of course the new villains, and yeah, Alex and Sabina becoming friends. But yeah, there's just so much to love about this book. Honestly, I don't really have a negative to say about this book. I'm trying to think of something, but I can't. So yeah, all really positive about this book, and yeah, there's my review of Alex Rider Stormbreaker, Skeleton Key. Can't speak at all. I apologize. But hopefully the next few reviews, when I review the 4th, 5th, and 6th and 7th books, will be much better, because those ones I will at least remember some of the stuff other than this, because this was one I read properly a good few months ago. So this review basically was just me reading off my phone about the plot and speaking rubbish. I can't speak at all in this video. But I'll stop yapping there. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you somehow did, please give this video a like, subscribe to Fun Studios if you want to. Recently, we have been gaining a lot of subscribers than usual. I think we're currently at 447, so I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Comment down below what you think of this book, if you read it or not before, and until next video, bye bye.